Here's the biggest difference in pitching and chipping for tour players versus those players that are shooting over 80. We can actually quantify this now because Golf Digest just published a study where they found the biggest difference between those golfers shooting over 80 and tour players. Let's talk about what it is. It's very simple and it can really help you around the greens. The biggest difference is going to be the amount of pressure that the hands are applying to the club when hitting short game shots. So what they found was those players that shoot over 80 apply more pressure with their lead hand and lead arm to the club than their trail hand and trail arm. And conversely, tour players do the opposite. So tour players grip the club a little bit stronger with their trail arm and trail hand when they're hitting pitch and chip shots. That enables them to throw that club a little bit underneath the ball and use the bottom of the club and the bounce. Next time you go out and work on your pitching and chipping, I really encourage you to hit some shots with just that trail arm. So you're just going to practice solely using that trail arm, practicing how hard you need to hit it. You can actually hit some shots doing that. What I like to do is when I'm hitting my practice swings, my rehearsals, I'll do it with one hand and then I'll go ahead and put my lead hand on there. And the key here is when you put that lead hand on, make sure you're putting it on nice and soft. You don't want to grip it really hard with that trail hand, but make sure you have a little bit more pressure in that trail hand versus that lead hand. And that's going to help you train your hands to throw that club underneath the ball and use the bottom of the club or the bounce. So really cool study that Golf Digest just came out with. Now we can finally quantify the difference between what tour players are doing around the green. So this is what I like to do. I'm coming in, I'm visualizing where I want the ball to land. I'm swinging with just my trail arm. And then I'm going to come in here. I'm going to put my lead hand on here really soft, and I'm going to try to replicate that same swing I made with just my trail arm.